Now they put the bounty on Gunner, and they're saying, you're next. I think they're going to jump Gunner.
But at the same time, you got to be realistic with yourself. This game is just... Oof.
Radiant's middle tower is under
attack. Being in these situations before and seeing it over and over,
as Connell tries to run himself safely back indoors. Zoomers, can they pull out some sort of defense to hold the line? They will lose the Rubik for the defense. Monkeys caught out there. Pretty nicely placed Will-O-Wisp. Will tie up Thunder Predator a bit, but it's not safe to fight inside. Now, nice little dual burst. Will take down the Aegis here, but do they have anything else to offer to stop Thunder Predator in their tracks? See if Zoomers have managed to hold the line for now.
Radiant's done on Kunkka and about 50 gold here. Or he's keeping back. He's going to sell an item for it, actually. Yes, it is.
Magic golden sword.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Much damage from him. He's actually... Wow. 2.5 times the net worth of Quap right now. Quap sitting at bottom of the net worth, 5.4k net worth. Can't tell if he's a support or...
Monkey's caught out in his nearby jungle. Thunder Predator from all sides just there scouting, patrolling, and converging once something happens outside the Zoomer's base. And it could be another situation where, they put that early priority into the Quap, but then becomes at risk of having two unfavorable lane matchups. I'm not sure what to do.
The top lane here.
Oh, Sammy boy helping secure the tower, but the tower was denied by Matthew. And then they both give him the tip. Thunder Predator just...
Monkeys tipped him, actually.
Oh, Monkey's tip.
I always reassure my teammates, yo, can I tip you? It's an
right. I remember you tell me that you ask teammates to tip them.
Yeah, it's okay, because I don't want to tilt them, right?
Hey, I know you're not feeling that great right now, but do you mind if I tip you? That just seems so funny to me. Yeah, you can tip me, man. I know I fucked up. Okay, here you go. Tipped you.
I think about it as an anti-tilt tip. You're good, man. I believe in you. Oh.
I guess it'd be worse if you tipped the enemy. They will see it out.
On soon, too.
That got the... Yeah, I think it's a good call to make.
About 1,300 off.
He's going to be out for his next.
$1,000.
Comes down.
$1,000 gold off.
Getting point. Well, he actually almost caught Sammy Boy here. Oh, Frank will spot him. But no way to cancel out the TP. Oh,
close.
Very close. Not able to get close enough, though. He is just frantically trying to get the BKB. A BKB obviously would be such a critical pickup, but it might be a case of too little, too late without things have unfortunately developed
We actually almost
greatly in
caught Sammy
control
Boy
of Thunder
here.
Predator. But I respect.
We actually almost caught Sammy Boy here. Oh, Frank will spot him.
Like you said, Zoomers
Use their gold.
Just no way to
Yeah,
cancel on
too,
TP. Oh,
Close. They're about 1,300 off.
close enough though.
Let me get $1,000.
He is
$1,000.
frantically trying to get the BKB. BKB obviously would be such a critical pickup, but it might be a case of too little, too late. Without things have unfortunately developed
We actually almost
greatly in
caught Sammy
control
Boy
of Thunder
here.
Predator. But I respect. Oh, Frank will spot him. Like you said, Zoomers.
Use their gold.
Just no way to
Yeah,
cancel on
too,
TP.
too.
Oh,
Close. They're about 1,300 off.
close enough though.
Let me get $1,000.
He is
$1,000.
frantically trying to get the BKB. BKB obviously would be such a critical pickup, but it might be a case of too little, too late. Without things have unfortunately developed
We actually almost
greatly in
caught Sammy
control
Boy
of Thunder
here.
Predator. But I respect. Oh, Frank will spot him.
I think
like you
the
said, Zoomers.
snowball he played Use was their, Matthew gold. securing the ruin,
Just, no
being
way
able to
cancel
kill
on
this
TP.
quap like
Oh,
4 minutes into the game.
Mhm.
Him TPing back, and it's just like he's already under leveled. And the moment he was like level 5.5, he's like, I can't. You know, you just can't lane versus Kuka anymore because you always have this kill threat. The moment Kuka is 6, so he was he felt forced to just roam around and rotate his lanes, and he used a lot of his TPs early game. He got nothing out of it. And
Frank will spot him.
yeah, I just think Thunder Predator
Zoomers
was that they had much more lockdown. They have really good synergy with one another.
Oh,
And if the Zoomers just probably cut down on their deaths, him TPing back, and it's just like I don't know. It was a really hard. Honestly, it was just a really hard.
Yeah, it was already hard getting into it after the draft, but then to actually play it out off
the moment Kuka is 6. It was he felt forced to just roam around and rotate his lanes, and he used a lot of his Zoomers just probably cut down nothing out of it. And
Frank will spot him.
yeah, I just think Thunder Predator was that they had much more lockdown. They have really good synergy with one another. And if just played, I don't know. It was a really hard. Honestly, it was just a really hard game.
Yeah, it was all. It was already going to be a better position for game number 2 to draft things up.
Paano lang ano, 480p? Kaya, dito rin mata kaya no? Connecting system.
again for the long haul today. Our first pick on this one is going to be an Ember Spirit. Now, Thunder Predator put themselves in such a nice spot in the previous game with their draft. We'll see if Zoomers maybe get ahead of themselves with that, taking the.
They're gonna.
They're gonna.
Run it back.
I have heard from captains admit that.
Which was the Viper. The bands look pretty similar. I'm not sure. Like at least 2 and 2 from each side. I'm not sure about the last two, the Lycan and Bristle.
They will run it back. It looks like they're, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's pretty close.
They might be running it back. They might be trying to. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I said, it's that game of chicken.
Remaining.
Now, Gunner is still in
Switched
the
it after the third
Is this
pick
where they
was
switched to
picked,
Husky in the previous
from
game?
Zoomers, and then they switched it after the third pick was
Oh, okay.
picked, from Zoomers.
What's the reasoning behind that again? A mid-draft swap up? Okay. What's the reasoning behind that again?
I guess so.
Mid-draft swap up?
I honestly think it's a very stupid logic. I don't have a direct plan when you're switching captains. And one captain should formulate the idea and strategy behind it. But swapping all around just really doesn't really make sense. Just drafting to kind of draft what's all around. Good for them. Really doesn't really make sense. Just drafting to kind of draft what's pick. They got the Rubik again. And they banned the Kunkka this time around, so they understand that they can get away with the Quap if needed. So
yeah, but they didn't want to go right to it. They weren't that confident, Jimmy. Okay, they banned it out, but they didn't say that was just that. Now we'll get the Quap here now. They banned it out, but they didn't say that was.
Probably the Zoomers getting Quap next, regardless. The numbers are very high now, by the way, because Zoomers getting a lot of the counters are like all the annoying heroes are kind of out of the pool. A lot of the counters are like all the annoying heroes are kind of out of the pool.
What if Thunder Predator pick Quap themselves?
They can do that. They definitely can. They won't.
They can, but
they can do that.
I guess it's more.
Will they?
Should they? Would they? Will they? Can. I don't know. Isn't their best interest? Would they?
I think they're the type of team that gives Leo style like a late pick because he's a very mid-dominant kind of player. Unless they is an open pick. Dominant. Quap is kind of an open pick, and he can play Ember still, so I guess that's kind of in there. Quap is kind of. But having like a Quap Ember doesn't. So I guess that's kind of in there. Doesn't feel like great. Having like a Quap Ember doesn't. It's like doesn't feel like great.
I wonder if that's what's running through Thunder Predator's head right now. Maybe either expecting that is something likely to come on the side of 4 Zoomers. Maybe either expecting what their alternate options are on the side of 4 Zoomers. Well, they go back for the Nature's Prophet. Can't really fault them. Frank had a pretty good Ember. They go back for the Nature's Prophet. Can't really fault them. Added to the frustration on locking in the Ursa. Here, another matchup against the Ursa. On locking in.
Doesn't feel like great.
Here, another matchup against the Ursa.
It's like doesn't feel like the bands are actually exactly the same.
The chicken head right now.
It's all the same except for the
maybe either.
But the Kunkka last time was a.
So if this was a game of draft chicken,
but everything else
is 5
is
seconds remaining.
95% accurate.
Yeah. So Thunder Predator get the win.
Everything else it's
5 seconds
in that.
remaining.
95% accurate.
Yeah. So Thunder Predator and that's just a little bit of a mental win in the mental warfare of drafting.
Yeah.
Being like, hey, we would have gone all the way. We would have ran it back with the same exact draft. You wavered, and now you're going way down a different path. Pulling out the Void Spirit now. Okay. You wavered, and now you're going way down a different path.
For both
and pulling out the
Monkeys
Void
and
Spirit
Gunner,
now.
that's something that I like a lot more. For both of them play them exceptionally well. That's something that I like. It's usually a Monkeys hero, but Gunner will play it and can play it if he sees because he gets to see the mid match. Usually a Monkeys hero, but similar with Monkeys as well. If he sees a better because he gets to see the mid potential aside for himself. Similar with Monkeys as well. If he sees a better off lane potential.
Team back.
We see the Ricky come out there. You know what? I don't care that you changed it up. We will still follow through with the same pick. What was the last pick then? If they do fall
Kunkka.
through, oh, they can't. They can't. They're
They
forced
can't
to something
anymore.
else. Okay, watch them pull out like Tide Hunter. There's like we got as close as we could, so we're gonna get the Nemesis. No, you know, I bet they would have ran it back if given the option.
No, I mean this time around they can
10
put Ember mid.
seconds remaining.
It's good for Void Spirit.
True.
They can put Ember
5
mid.
seconds
Trying to
remaining.
see what
It's
else
good
they
for
can
Void
do in
Spirit.
terms of
True.
position 4 for Matthew.
5 seconds
Trying to
remaining.
see what else
position
they can do in terms
Four
of
that
position
could also
4
be
for
a flex
Matthew.
and win a lane really
I
good.
think they're gonna last pick
Four
Matthews here.
that
I
could
think.
also
I
be
think
a
it's a really
flex
good Ember
and win a
core game.
lane really
I think
good.
they're gonna last pick Matthews here.
So
I
if they had to
think. I
commit
think it's a really good
to
Ember core
4
game.
then.
He's
Okay.
definitely good versus Coddle, Rubik, and Void
So if
Spirit.
they had to commit
think
to
that's what I see here.
4 then.
And it's
He's definitely good versus
and the
Coddle,
thing is, it's
Rubik,
also
and Void
a
Spirit.
Leo style hero.
That's what I see here.
You gotta play to your
And
player
it's,
strength. And the thing is, it's also a Leo style hero. Try to think for
Gotta
Matthew's
play to your player
heroes.
strength.
He played Earth Spirit. He
team
pretty
back.
good game for an Earth Spirit.
Try to think for Matthew's heroes.
He played
Earth
Earth
Spirit,
Spirit. I don't know if he
MP,
does.
yeah.
Or a Nyx Assassin maybe.
Earth
But
Spirit
I
and
don't know.
MP,
Earth Spirit,
yeah.
okay. Earth Spirit gives
Or,
like nothing to
Nyx
Rubik.
Assassin, maybe.
Nothing at all. Can get in the face of Coddle.
Earth Spirit's
Can't do
okay.
anything
Earth
about
Spirit gives
that.
like nothing to
And,
Rubik.
Silence is nice. too.
Silence is great. Can get in the face of Coddle. Can't do anything about that. And
Silence is nice. too.
silence is great.
10 seconds remaining.
DP bend.
DP
10
band all
seconds
day, not picked.
remaining.
DK
it
out
hasn't
there
been
too if
that
you need that kind of
DK
old
band all day, not
trusty
picked.
lane
Nah.
winner, but not
DK
really a
out there
Matthew
too if you
hero
need
type,
that
I
kinda
guess.
old
trusty
Not a fan
lane
of this
winner,
DK.
but
Kinda
not really a
falling off
Matthew
here.
hero type.
He was
I
banned
guess.
last series, but
fan
yeah,
of
still
this
hasn't really seen the
DK.
airtime.
Kinda
Certainly
falling
hasn't seen
off
the
here.
airtime like
he
we're
was
used to
banned
seeing.
last series, but
Yeah, still hasn't really seen the airtime. Certainly hasn't seen the airtime like we're used to seeing.
I think Matthew can still play like a shake. Kidding. Band. I think Matthew can still play. Ooh, I got one, dude. It's
Yeah.
like a
Shake.
band too.
Okay.
I said shaker, then I was like, okay, like it.
Like
I got
not,
one, dude. It's band too.
Like can't.
I said shaker,
see.
then I was like, okay, like it.
Like
not.
Tusk.
Nah,
Like
I
can't.
know, Tusk isn't okay because you're going against a
See.
Coddle, so you can just blinding light when
True,
he
true,
uses
true.
the
Tusk.
right?
Yeah.
Nah, I know, Tusk isn't okay because you're going against a Coddle, so you can just blinding
really
light
thinking
when
about
he
this
uses
ban
the
as
right?
well.
I mean, you know, Zoomers have anticipation that Matthew might be playing the Ember Spirit.
I'm
Dire
really thinking
team
about
See,
this band
Monkey
as
band.
well.
I mean, you know,
Monkey
Zoomers
band
have
was for the Ember.
anticipation that
Radiant
Matthew might be
team
playing
pick.
the Ember Spirit.
Dire
Yeah.
team
Oh
Monkey
yes,
band.
they did the Dark
Monkey
Willow.
band was for the
that
Ember.
Dark Willow
Radiant
puck
team
game,
pick.
right?
Yeah.
Oh yes,
the Dark
they
Willow,
did
but it is
have
a
a really
Dark
good Dark
Willow.
Willow. That Dark Willow
I know, but
puck game.
they have
a
right?
nice Dark Willow, and they
They have
definitely
good setup,
experience
though.
with it. There's the Dark
But,
Willow, but
the
it is a
Ember
really
has
good
a
Dark
setup
Willow.
for Jakiro,
I know, but
and for the
they have-
Willow
they have
for
a
his
nice
Maze
10
as
Good
well.
seconds
Setup, though.
remaining.
Cloud
Nature's
Maze.
Prophet has set up for the Willow. You see, like this, like what I like about
5
these drafts
seconds
is like these look at the
remaining.
Maze
10
as well.
seconds remaining.
Cloud
Nature's
Maze,
Prophet
yeah.
has set up for the Willow. You see, like this, like what I like about
5
these drafts is
seconds
like these. Look at the synergy that they have. Each hero complements each other and whatever it is.
Yep. And in addition to them working together, they're kind of just hitting all of those marks that you just kind of need to have in a game. You know, have some stuns, have some team fight, have ways to hit
Yep.
towers. You know, have ways to get bursty kind of kills. You know, do you have someone who can roam around lanes and someone who's there as a babysitter? It's like everything is just kind of covered there. Where you look at holes in other drafts and you're just kind of like, that looks like a problem, and then you see it played
to
out.
hit
Towers. That's exactly why you have to have all bases covered. Have ways to get. What's the one thing missing now for Zoomers here? It's if they're the Void pit is a bit of a flex. Do we err on the side of now you see the Willow? Does that change things up? But do they need to get something for Monkeys to kind of jump in and do bigger team fight than what they already have? Or
I'm seeing what heroes can be better for like Gunner or Monkeys
Yeah,
because they're
or-
both deciding with this Void Spirit what he should do right now. What is
Yeah.
a true role?
or is there something else that really beats down Ember Spirit in the mid lane to give Gunner like the time of his life? Like if he feels really good, like what we saw with like Quinn, and like does a storm game or something.
We'll see right now. It's
Oh,
Sand King.
They'll be the
Now
Monkey
select your
King,
heroes.
the monkeys for monkeys pickup.
Monkey,
Sand King.
Monkey King.
Monkey King, Monkey Sand King,
Listen.
Monkey King was banned. Yeah, I can't figure out anything. All right.
Interesting. It's not that bad.
It's more team fight. I mean, you're juicing up a lot. Will-O-Wisp and Epicenter together. Void Spirit certainly can kind of put in a lot of work while Ursa runs things around. But again, for Ursa, I'm concerned he's got to get that those certain items in check, and eventually a BKB is just going to become very mandatory, or he might find himself kind of having trouble moving around if he's like Yulesed up and hit with Jakiros and stuck in sprouts and clouds and everything like that. Could be a problem.
10 seconds remaining.
I still think it's a pretty nice game for Leo Style here. I think this Ember has if he has a good start in the early game, he can control like 4 of these heroes. Ursa will be a little bit more difficult, but he can poke around this Coddle, Rubik, Void Spirit, and Sand King. If Void Spirit doesn't get a fast Yules, I think Ember will just run a big train on this whole team. But if Void Spirit has a pretty decent game, I think it comes down a lot to these mid players and how this game, like the momentum will shift. The 4-6-8 minute run will control the snowball from either side, from both the mid players once again.
And who has better like rune control? It looks kind of like a little bit more so on the side of Thunder Predator. I mean, unless I'm misguided how Dark Willow can help out in that aspect, but if it comes down to mostly how these mid laners are going to be able to have tempo off the laning phase, who's better to kind of be there to help out if a fight does break out during the...
It favors Willow a little bit. The positive side is Sand King is a self-sufficient hero, likewise with the Furion. So both of the 4 positions have a lot more freedom to like kind of do whatever they want, as long as they're communicating with them and they're like, hey, like, where'd you go? And they're just dying.
If it comes down to mostly how these mid laners are going to be able to have tempo off the laning phase,
but yeah, so Sand
who's
King,
better to kind of be there to help out if a fight does break out during that?
It favors Willow a little bit. The positive side is Sand King is a self-sufficient hero, likewise with the spells feel a lot better with 4 positions, have a lot more freedom. You don't really want to run into that, whatever they want. Comparison to Rubik has a communicating with them and they're like, hey, like, where'd you go? And this is dying.
If it comes down to mostly how these mid laners are going to be able to early it feels like phase.
But yeah,
like
so
who's better to kind of be there to help out if a fight does break out during feels big later.
It favors Willow a little bit.
Everybody get these chat wheels nice and warmed up, okay?
Self-sufficient hero, likewise with the spells feel a lot better with 4 positions, have a ramble. You don't really want to run into that, whatever they want.
Zoom their way through bot lane.
Like, hey, like,
If it comes down to mostly how these mid laners are going to be able to early it feels like phase. Done right away. Who's better to kind of be there to help out see what's going on? Feels big later.
It favors Willow a little bit.
Everybody get these chat wheels nice and warmed up, okay?
Self-sufficient hero, likewise with the spells feel a lot better with 4 positions, have a ramble. You don't really want to run into that, whatever they want.
Zoom their way through bot lane. Everyone's in bot lane.
If it comes down to mostly how these mid laners are going to be able to early it feels like phase.
Done right away.
Who's better to kind of be there to help out
See what's going on. Feels big later.
It favors Willow a little bit.
Everybody get these chat wheels nice and warmed up, okay?
Need some light. It's gonna be dark in my room. 1 second.
Demon, jump on the bed. All right, well, if you're just tuning in, folks, you're catching the back end of our action today. It's been a long day of 4 best of 2s. I believe we have just 2 more days, 1 more day left, 2 more days left of group stage action to get things off.
Really? It's 2 more days?
Yeah, and it looks like they have been adjusting the schedule a bit from what I'm looking at here, obviously, with that +1 situation. They did cut some matches, so our day tomorrow is going to be probably a bit shorter. Looks like we'll just have the 2 best of 2 series tomorrow. Crazy versus Quincy crew to open it up. Oh, I like that.
I like that too.
I like
BC
that.
With 4 Zoomers. Oof,
And
good
then,
games.
yeah, BC for Zoom. And if we get the Beast Coast that we got in that recent series, then that also would be hype.
Yeah, spreading a little too much knowledge bombs here.
And
Boosted up East Coasts. That was kind of funny for me. He was listening to the game after.
they're all
Like, yeah.
fiends. All they do is fiend. That's why we got to be careful what we say. Like
The insight Dakota
I
and Jimbo
mentioned-
has over here.
I mentioned how Gunner actually smells wonderful in person. He could come back.
I thought he
Hobby.
smelled pretty ass, man.
Oh shit! Why'd you go there? I'm trying to be nice.
My bad. Sorry.
Nah, Dota players don't smell bad. They definitely are the least of the smelly gamers I've interacted with. Because I have had the pleasure of working a couple different gamer titles now, and would you believe it's not Smash? It's not the FGC. It's not.
What is it? Counter Strike. Yeah, you gotta call it
Rocket
out.
League.
Rocket League. Oh.
They got some smelly kids over there. Not gonna.
The total,
30
like from
seconds
2010
to
to
battle.
2013, there's some pretty bad hygiene out there, man.
I mean, gamers just gaming. They're thinking that, because they're not running around with a football or anything, they're not really sweating that hard. But when you game, you get the nerd sweat, and you can definitely stink. That's for damn sure.
I got a funny story, man. Like,
Yeah?
Fear's like one of my good friends, obviously. But back in the days, he'd quote unquote always forget his deodorant. But I think he just never, I think he just never bought deodorant, man. I kept reminding him, like, oh, those are the days. It's all good now.
He's just ahead of the game. He knows that the pheromones is what, really attracts, the ladies.
He was stinky, man.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
stinky back then.
Yeah, the nerd sweat is definitely a real thing. Even my wife currently calls me out on it to this day. So you got to remember to stick up, even when you think you're just sitting at a computer desk doing nothing.
Yeah, you can't take these things offensively or personally, man. It's just like, hey, these guys are trying to.
I'm looking out for you. All right.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people out there who will say nothing. I'm watching top. Don't worry, we're not missing this one. MNZ, it looks like you're going to be the first blood in one more hit, if it happens, which it will not. So you're lucky on this day.
I think he should have just got Fade Bolt. But...
I owe you one.
Oh, he TP'd back to the lane.
And you got the South. South canceled. Tip him back or anything. Come on, Monkeys.
For a kill here. Monkeys doesn't have any more. Pressured in the lane.
And then he comes. The Rick.
I think the lift was still on cooldown too. It's 34 seconds. So.
God, that is ass. 34 seconds for that dinky ass lift.
Yeah.
This does not feel good.
Mid lane's pretty even. So remember we talked about? Let's watch this support rotation at 4 minutes. Matthew will generally leaves the lane around 340, and similar. Maybe Ocean will look into rotating as well.
Bottom Frank is forced to TP back out. Matthew steps in with the stun and somehow sidesteps the Illuminate.
Leo Style actually really needs this rune. He's actually out of bottle charges. Gunner still has one. And here's Matthew making the move now.
Like, boys, get to the rune.
That.
I'm going to need it. Get to the rune.
His brain. That's right.
Where's Ocean at? Ocean, get to that top. You got to cover that side.
He's lagging.
He's not there. He's not there. He's staying in lane. He wants to be there by Monkeys. So they're going to fight out instead. So they're going to fight out instead. Trying to go forward himself. Trying to go forward himself. Does grab it. Doesn't need any help. But doesn't need any help. But they put their focus instead on the gunner. He's going to get stunned. But that it looks like it might just work out for him. It might just work out for him. Gunner, look at this turning around on Matthew. Leo Styles like, listen, I can't come and hang around too long. Oh my gosh.
He's kind of. I think he might be happy with it, even if Matthew dies, because he can TP back and refill his bottle, and he's using all his spells and bottle charges. So that actually made a lot of space for Leo Style.
Yeah, Leo's like, I have to be torn between trying to help you out and I want to go get this wave while it's free. So doesn't work out to his favor in getting a hold of the rune, but just gets a mild bit of space there. Gunner gets rune control himself, and oh my goodness, MNZ gets the jump, and it looks like Ocean goes down. Decides to hang around this top lane, but top lane seems to be even trouble. And this could be a bit of a problem. Monkeys has been holding his own in the CS department, going toe-to-toe with Ricky there, and now he shifts over. He's able to grab the bounty, and then hightails it back to the tower. Oh, no, it takes too long. It took too long because Rubik TP'd to the tower. Oh, no. It took a little too long because Ocean TP'd back to lane. Sad face.
What the just happened?
Mid lane, Leo's catching up now. He's actually level 6 before Gunner as well, farming a nice stack. Pretty even from both sides. Ricky is snowballing like crazy. He has double Wraith Band, Wand, and boots and boots already. He's really close to his treads.
And he just has this full lane to farm. Rubik's trying his best to hold the lane for now, but Monkey's doing that long walk all the way back with that TP on cooldown.
That? It's called the Walk of Shame.
I like how he's found the I'm coming through with the woos. Like you're coming through with the long walk, buddy. The long walk all the way to the top lane.
Pretty even from both.
And as he makes that approach there, we see some movement from Matthew here, putting his attention back to the mid lane. He was there once again to assist 6 minute.
Gunner with the rotation
rune.
top lane here.
Ooh.
I don't think it's going to be very effective.
Monkey's pinging, but yeah, the opening not there. You know, the opening not Fortunately, there. The wave is so far forward. Wave is so far forward. Something sus. Ocean's like something sus. Ocean, they know something's up. Ocean like they know getting a bit frisky here. Ocean getting a bit frisky here. And now, and they give him a tip. And they give him. They know it's just like last game. They did the same thing when he was on the quap. Same thing when he was on the quap. Send him the tip. Send him the tip.
Still.
And Gunner is now like, well, last time I went back, this time I'm not going back, all right? I'm going to stick around, and we're going to get this damn kill.
This play is so awkward. It's way too forced. It's not natural at all. It's not natural. He's losing so much network. Nothing's going to come out of it.
Yeah, he's not even going to come out of it. Yeah, he's not even going to.
This whole time, I'm watching Leo style. He jumped up on Leo style. 14 creeps higher than him. Multiple creep waves.
Yeah, but Coddle's getting farm. Coddle's getting right. Look how close he's getting. That level 6.
You're ruining your position 2's game for a position 2 to try to enable position 5. It's like,
yeah, I'm being facetious on that one. Being facetious. Trying to look for the one good. It's a long one good. It's a awkward slow rotation now for Gunners. He's just gonna kind of park this one out. And they continue to reek around.
This whole time, I think the idea is like kind of like there's no pressure because Ricky is still free farming. He's hitting every creep. It's not like he's hitting every creep out of the lane. He's still standing there farming like somewhat aggressively. Well, more passively, but he hasn't lost anything out of it. He hasn't lost anything. And the whole time, like Leo style, finished off his phase boots now. 8-minute rune. Oh, a little unlucky there. He didn't throw his spirit there.
Husky even sends him the tip. And he got it. Now Gunner's back. Gunner thinks he can get the jump on the Leo style with the Will-O-Wisp. Look at that, Jimmy. All right? Without that soul lane XP, he would not have that Will-O-Wisp. He would not have that turnaround kill. He can't get that turnaround. There we go.
He didn't use
the big brain play. The big brain play.
No, I'll give credit. That was well played. That was planned all along.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Thunder Predator should be all about the fairy fire plays. That's on them. That's on them.
As a coach that I would never tell my team to ever do this. Never do this.
Worked out for him at least in that opportunity, but not working out possibly for Monkeys. Top lane. He's trying to narrowly make it away. He does not. He falls. Bloodshed elsewhere, but look at this rotation now from Gunner back to the top lane, getting the jump on MNZ. He'll be securing that one. Kills across the board, 2 for 2. When you factor in the action that broke out on the bottom half of the map.
That's how you properly gank a lane. Just TPing in and getting these like return kills, and they're overextending and diving. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Good job, Gunner.
He's
In the
focused
meantime,
on,
though, Ursa has been farming.
Ursa has
Actually,
been
he's out
farming,
CSing
actually,
this Spearon quite a bit.
quite a bit.
So he's doing really well in this lane.
second in net worth overall.
Compared to the last game, like this Ursa was super pressured by this Ember and Nature's Prophet, but this time around, like the Willow can't pressure the. It's just different. They didn't have a melee like frontliner.
Yeah.
Like tank up some spells, right? All these like right clicks.
The Willow's
It's-
not really bringing as much at this point. I imagine that they're looking for her to really shine as she gets her level 6 and a few more levels going. And that's kind of what they were looking to get out of her and in that position. But as they break out for the 10-minute bounty runes here, the chase is on from Thunder Predator now, looking to grab a cute little support pickoff. But Gunner shows up again. Now finds himself in a 3v1 kind of situation. Sidestep, turn around fire from Monkeys. Here comes the Epi. But the jump out. And now MNZ to terrorize the Will-O-Wisp. Everybody dumping ultis here into the party now. MNZ caught out with the stun. Goes into Cloak and Dagger. Jump away. He ends up with a kill on the Coddle. Will end up losing his own life. And everyone from Zoomers goes crumbling down. MNZ survives
Radiant structures are
somehow, some way.
Wow, that team fight was great. I didn't even know who was going to come out on top there.
I don't either. Everyone just threw everything they had. I honestly thought Zoomers were looking much better than that. But holy moly.
The problem there was just they were outnumbered. Everyone was there except for the Ursa. Ursa was just farming bottom lane in the meantime. And he doesn't really contribute much. But at the same time, he is closing up on his Battle Fury. I'd estimate probably around like a 15 minute Battle Fury time, which is really good. Uh-oh, Leo style.
He jumps back out through the mid lane.
Pushing to the limits here. Gunner died again.
To MJZ and MNZ. The top lane. Fortunately didn't catch that one, but Gunner was feeling himself. Looks like he got unfortunately a little caught out.
Monkeys Forever, usually like you don't really want to always like rush this Blink Dagger because it's like it reduces the scaling effect on this hero. You want to try to build like Veil into like some other items, right? Top lane.
Monkeys could be in trouble here. Man, look at that damage.
Dead. Oh,
Turnaround stun, but no one else to follow. He can't bring anything else, and he's going to get it done.
oh man. He's closing up on his defusal as well. 700 away from defusal. 12 minutes into the game. Everything is on the back of Sammy Boy here. He's had a lot of free farm. They're making an effort here, bottom lane.
But if they already get the jump on the Sammy Boy and start taking him down like 2 kills, back to back, let's say, we could just see all momentum totally closed off here from Zoomers. Zoomers have to be careful not to get too reckless in some of their approaches, as they're going to make an attempt to jump in for MNZ, committing in the Will-O-Wisp. There's the dust. I feel like they're not going to quite have enough here. Old Ocean, the blast. Man, it's the trick of the trade, but finally they get it done. Feels like a bit of effort, but they finally do it.
Really big kill by him there. On the right side, then space, Thunder Predator is going to be able to secure this bottom tower. They're going to actually look into defending here.
Yep, here come the TPs. I think one's pinged out. You see Gunner within the trees. He gets the pull. A quick remnant away. Ice path to help create some space between MJC and everyone else. Sammy Boy goes charging in now. Starts clawing away at the Mighty Dragon on the back of his ulti, but now in a no mana situation. Terrorize going to be committed. Big stun from Monkeys. Moving in with the Epi. Getting some damage onto Frank. Looking to chase him apart. They'll get the finish on the Sammy Boy. And now Gunner looking to sweep things in, but Leo style healing right back up and sliding in. Route onto Ocean as he's trapped back, but they're looking for Gunner here. Gunner and Coddle now very low. Oh, he's in trouble. He goes down. Thunder Predator just continuing to scrap up all leftovers. How do they continue to live? Nobody dying on Thunder Predator's side. How does it happen every time?
Clean fight by them.
Damn.
Ricky. It's just they have a lot of kiting potential. Like, they run in, they can't run into this Ice Path. They can't run into this Dark Willow. Similar with Ember. And it's just they're kiting. They're taking these fights very, like, they're smart. They're just baiting them back and forth over and over and trying to bait them to their spells. And they're getting zoomers, like, they're making them overcommit. And when you're generally speaking, when you're overcommitting, it's easier to hit your spells. But when you're chasing, your spells are generally harder to hit. Just because it's like, you're baiting them back into your vision, baiting them back, and just like they're going to be put out of position from their team as well. And that's kind of what's happening in these engagements here.
Jumper bottom on the Monkeys. Swift action from Thunder Predator as they strike again. And that Blink Dagger continues to be prolonged because of it. Such a value asset for Zoomers to try to get a nice fight, but Thunder Predator are not giving them any breathing room at the moment. They just keep pushing the pace. Already here they are. They can push real fast. We saw the power of the Jakiro and the Nature's Prophet in the previous game, and here they go, teetering away at these tier 2s.
Yeah, there's tower. They use Glyph now. They still have the siege as well. Nice.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
In the meantime, it looks like Leo style.
Radiant's bottom tower
He'll be the one to
is
kind of
under
scout
attack.
out and get the full pull of the wave away from the mid lane and Glyph that mid tier 1. They're not even going to allow Zoomers to go for an easy tier 1. They value it, and they could end up coming in from behind. Zoomers try to quickly get Leo style down, but here they come yet again in perfect fashion and timing. Husky trying his best to help solidify the kill in the back of the Will-O-Wisp. They will get it done, but at what cost? They lose 4. Only Gunner survives. The timing not there. If they wanted to pounce on the Leo, they had to be there at the right time and happen much sooner.
If he had a stick off, he would have lived. He didn't click a stick, but yeah, it was still, regardless, good execution by Zoomers. But good rebuttal kills all around by Thunder Predator. They just used everything on Leo style. They had nothing left for the counter initiation from like this follow up that they had. Matthew hit an insane terrorize. I think it hit 3 people there as well. And he's now finished with his Yules.
Tower is under attack.
He's pretty farmed on that support. Did he get the
He
blink?
does have blink and
Okay.
Epi, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe they're going to look into a smoke play.
Yeah, it's all about these items. Making something happen with them. Quick trick to the trade. Nice catch, though. Jump in from Leo. Nice pass there. Macropire. I don't see the big Blink Dagger moment, unfortunately, there for Zoomers. So they're forced to back off.
Spirit was kind of like a collateral of like the misplay that happened.
Top tower is under Radiant's top tower
Unfortunate.
has fallen.
Here, Ursa is still farming. He's not falling behind a network. He's taking over like the enemy jungle. I think he's doing a good job by like not playing in his own jungle because it's like safer actually in the enemy jungle.
Dire's bottom
It
tower
sounds
is
more
under
sketch
attack.
and more dangerous, but look at his pattern where he's running from. But he's taking away like all this enemy farm in their own jungle, and so actually a lot safer.
Trouble for Ocean. He's just trying to keep lane pressure off a bit. Just gets easily Yulesed up by that Willow Yules.
I actually learned something here too from Thunder Predator. I think they use Ricky as a counter to this Ursa because you need BKB to play, and he ignores everything else that he has, and you can't fight into the smoke screen.
Fallen to the dark.
That's the reasoning for this Ricky. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Sounds good. again, just curious why we're not seeing any more of the Grim with him. But seen in his own right, definitely getting the job done. As here, it could be trouble again when they fear up Gunner. They're allowed to land everything else, including the Sprout, potential Cloud, but a long jump out, and Gunner may be forgiven and given mercy here. He somehow narrowly makes it away.
Dire are scanning.
But Thunder Predator are certainly
Radiant's
Just,
middle tower is under attack.
on the move, corralling and moving around and looking to catch and making all situations feel unsafe. Even Ocean right outside the front door, getting jumped here from Kotaro. And ultimately is going to be pinched out. Not a feels-good Rubik game, unfortunately. Monkeys to the top.
Oh,
20-minute
nice bait
outpost.
there.
Did he deny it in time? Yes, he did.
That was a good bait. Matthew did not go for the outpost. He was baiting the Furion, and in case he got stunned, he just comboed him there. So, I mean, the fact that, yes, Radiant got that outpost, I think that kill has a higher value than the XP right now.
Second
That's
time
pretty
Monkeys trades his life for the outpost. He loves
That's
them.
true.
He loves them outposts.
It's really hard to say, though. I don't. It's like, is it really worth it? I'd rather not die, in my opinion. A 350 XP all around.
Bottom lane. We'll see that Ricky versus Ursa. Oh, tried to TP out, but there's the ice path, and you have Frank at the front just peppering you down with extra bits of damage. And Sammy Boy will fall in the bottom lane.
This is his first death, right? Oh, fourth death. Holy crap. Monkeys hasn't not really having a good game. I just opened the scoreboard right now. It's actually 1-10. Smoke coming out from Thunder Predator. I mean, their objective is just constantly just to kill and hunt. They don't want Zoomers to farm and get out of the map. They want to be able to contain them inside of their base right now. And the moment that they're slipping out, they're gonna look for these free opportunities and free kills.
Dire's courier.
And
There's
then
a
Z
gem
seems to get the
actually on
jump them
Gunner.
on the bottom.
Radiant's bottom
Keeping
tower
track as they
is
move in
under
for the
attack.
top lane, though.
Dire's
Yule's ice path set up. These supports might just take out Gunner unless he's able to frantically jump out, which he does. Hightail it to the northern side and TP back home. Husky, one more slight. He'll get snapped down. But yeah, even while that, before that even all kicked off, they got Monkeys in the bottom lane too.
A little unfortunate. They almost killed that high priority kill, Void Spirit with the gem. Oh, getting gone on here on Ricky. He does have Aegis.
All right. Oh, tricks of the trade.
We got Nature's Prophet.
It's something.
Epi's coming in.
He's waiting on the side.
Cancelled by Leo style.
Leo style with the slight. Snipping Monkeys. Throws him the tip. Oh, the disrespect. Damn.
Damn.
And he gives him, he just tries to laugh it off with his own team. Ah, it's fine, guys. It's fine.
Team's getting more difficult here. For Zoomers. It's only a 4K gold lead despite the kill discrepancy.
Yeah, it certainly
here.
feels like it should be more for Thunder Predator, but here we go. Walking in, Will-O-Wisp throws his own life away for it. MNC, they got the lock on too. He commits tricks to the trade. Monkeys forever will end up getting birds apart. Gunner flashing in, trying to go for a finish, but now finds himself in a bit of a pickle. Yule's up. Frozen up, and well, now it's only Sammy Boy as the survivor, and he's way up top lane, farming it out and pushing it out. More dominance from Thunder Predator. It was only a 4K net worth advantage, but they just doubled that now to 8K based on that fight.
I think Sammy Boy's trying to see because he has a really good team right now. He's kind of saying like, the team's probably asking, you think you can still carry this? And he's probably saying, hell yeah, I can.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Reality speaking, it's looking really rough for him. It's
Yeah.
not an easy carry.
Race for the BKB, I'm sure, but you know, we'll see how much of his own base is left before he even has that BKB. Cost them one set of racks now. And Thunder Predator get back out on the move. And they can just kind of play this like we've seen time and time again. Get back, restore order in the lanes, keep them pushed forward, take away farm that's normally on the Zoomer side, get our own farm, item up, and get ready for, you know, we'll finish out this tier 2, and then you can go back for the Roche once available, get the Aegis, and make another push.
Yeah, if they're actually able to kill this Ricky somehow, they're going to be in a really good position. This Ricky is like 16-2. He's on a big streak here. And it'll slow down the tempo for them, and it'll give a lot of momentum for the Zoomers.
Behold, a saddle bag.
Oh, they're chasing across the trees. They'll cross Gunner here. Hit him with the Cloud. Ice Path. Man, and there's just nothing else he can do. Yules can only help you out so much.
Yeah.
Oh, Chase is on for Sammy Boy. Pinging out. Frank tries to find him, but unfortunately comes up a bit short. Sammy Boy going to be able to make it away. He's already back on the farm to the mid lane. He's only one component away from getting that BKB, and Zoomers might have like one last throwdown with the BKB Ursa.
It's the biggest opening. Roshan is going to spawn around the same time he'll be finishing his BKB. The moment he kind of finishes this, they have to do something. I think they're kind of on the clock here.
Definitely.
And it's about winning a team fight around Roshan and taking Roshan to continue their snowball. Monkeys, though. Oh, no.
Monkeys has other plans. Unfortunately, gets torched up under their own side shop. They're godlike for MNZ as they pursued forward, trapping Ocean and taking him down for being a witness.
Kind of confusing what they're doing. 2 heroes were kind of like showing bottom, 3 heroes on top, 0 wards, 0 sentries. Thunder Predator has been playing around that area for like the past couple minutes, and it's for sure warded. Clearly we see it, but thinking from their fog of war and their perspective, they should understand like why are we in this area? There's no sentries, there's no obs. They should have vision. Unless they're smoked or hugging a corner or something, or hugging the trees, there's no reason for them to be up there. I think it's like partially like the tilt, so the brains are a little shut off because it's like a little demoralizing at this point. And it's really like how you can start thinking correctly and how to come back from these like huge deficit here.
In the meantime, they'll just grind out for their final hope, being this Ursa BKB. It's a couple hundred gold away. But Matthew is right around the corner here. Doesn't want to have to TP away. Uh-oh. Oh, no. He's been spotted. He pops the ult. But he gets hit with the Yules. There's no chance for him. He bought the BKB. Bought the BKB at the last second. Or did he sell for it? Let me see. No, I don't think so. All right, Demon, this is it. They got like probably one more fight on the return of the Ursa.
Oh no!
Because
he's been spotted.
Is about to be.
He pops the ult.
Minute. Oh, they have that
He
Roche
hit
fight.
with the Yules.
The Roche fight.
There's
He's got it.
No, he's fine. No Basher.
Oh.